In this video, I will show you how you can acquire all the new cards for the new live events. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. And if you like the video, like the video. Really helps me out. Here you are home for the most exclusive pack openings, tips, and tutorials. And you will get advice on how to beat some of these difficult challenges as you take your journey on becoming a WWE 2K champion of the world. So get ready to take notes and put that gold around your waist where it belongs. So buckle up, because you're now riding with 2K Punch. So the first live event we are going to take a look at is for Diamond Lula Tandy. In order to compete in this challenge, you must be Silver Liv Morgan from Superstars Series 1. So first, how do you get Superstar Series 1 Silver Liv Morgan if you do not have her? You have to go to the card market. She was pullable from packs in the past, but those packs are not existing anymore, so you have to go to the card market and look for her in the card market. In the silver, she'll be towards the bottom, and it'll tell you the price. Because I have her, she does not come up on the card market, so I cannot tell you what the price is currently, but you'll see the price in VC and Myfaction points value. Once you purchase her, you qualify for the live event. So Liv Morgan is the superstar of the month. Last month it was Roman Reigns. This month it's Liv Morgan. That means she will have multiple live events featuring cards that she has that you will have to get and use. She was the superstar of the month with me when we took a picture. If you check my community post, you see the picture I took with her when I hung out. And yes, Dominic Mysterio was very jealous, but he could only do two things about it: nothing and like it. I don't like Dom. Anyway, here it is named We Used to Be Friends. In another life, Liv and Valhalla used to be friends. I didn't know that. This is a TLC match: tables, ladders, and chairs. There are rule changes. There are 2 custom rules, 1 superstar modifier, and 1 match stipulation. So if you press triangle on this screen, you will see all the changes. So the first thing to take note, this is a 5-minute match. So you have to win this match in 5 minutes or less. Once 5 minutes expires, it will be a draw if no one wins, and you will not win the reward, Lula Tandy. For match stipulations, it is decisive blow. What is decisive blow? Finisher damage is doubled. And for superstar modifiers, modifications towards your opponent, yourself, and sometimes both of you have it. In this case, you don't have any modifiers, but your opponent, Valhalla, will start with a finisher. So start at the finish, Valhalla's going to start with a finisher. So taking a look at Diamond Lula Tandy, you can pause her attributes if you want. 99 will be the highest. Her badges: on level 1, she has Merciless Opportunist. That's the silver. On level 2, blue, she has Quick Recovery and Stand Like a Bee. On level 3, Amethyst, purple, she has Always See It Coming, Weapon Master, and Pain Train. On level 4, gold, the highest level, she has Swiftness. Her payback is Rage. So the next live events challenge is going to be for Diamond Doink the Clown. So to qualify for this live event, you will need Faction Wars Boss Diamond Doink the Clown. How do you get this Faction Wars Boss Doink the Clown? If you don't know, you're going to Faction Wars. You're going to play in the men's division. Once you play in the men's division, you will see this map. All these maps, all these emblems will give you different Faction Wars credits, different challenges. If you don't know about it, in the description, I'll leave a link to one of my videos explaining how all this works. Once you get to this point, you're going to face the bosses. If you press triangle on this map, you'll see the bosses you are going to face. When you face the faction that has Face Paint Frenzy, which contains Doink the Clown, you have to beat them. If you beat them, you unlock Doink the Clown in the unlockable bosses market. These cards cannot be purchased with VC or Myfaction points. You have to purchase them with Faction Wars credits that you earn playing Faction Wars. So here you see I already redeemed them. He's 8,000 Faction Wars credits. So once you unlock them and earn 8,000 Faction War credits, you can use those Faction War credits to purchase this Faction Boss, Doink the Clown. So for this challenge, it's going to be 2 clowns and a mime walk into SmackDown. So take Doink into this colorful chaos. Triple threat falls count anywhere. It's going to be 4 match stipulations. Press triangle and you'll see the match stipulations. Good thing is there's no time limit. For match stipulations, it's all the reflexes. Reversal button prompts do not appear. Armed and dangerous. Damage inflicted by weapon is doubled. In the finish, superstars have unlimited finishers, and out of the loop, the HUD is not visible. So you won't be able to see health, your signature meter, your finisher meter, nothing like that. So you'll be completely in the dark as far as what's going on in the match. For modifiers, there are no modifiers for any of the superstars. So let's take a look at Diamond Doink the Clown. You can pause his attributes if you want. For his badges, he has Born to Fly on level 2. On level 3, purple, he has Weapon Master, Energetic Opportunist, All the Answers, and Sting Like a Bee. And on level 4, gold, the highest level, he has a Pain Train and Dive Bomb. His payback will be Resiliency. So these live events that we are reviewing are lasting 28 days. After 28 days, they will go away. Sometimes they do bring them back, sometimes they don't. You never know what's going to happen. But right now, we have close to about a month to get these live event cards and complete these challenges to get these rewards. Our next one will be Diamond Macho Man Randy Savage. Here's a Persona card. In order to compete in this challenge, you need Amethyst LA Knight Superstar Series 2 in order to qualify. So how do you get this Amethyst LA Knight Superstar Series 2? You go into the store. You could pull them from packs, but there's not a definitive Superstar Series 2 pack you can purchase in the pack market. Sometimes you get, a lot of times you will get Superstar Series 2 in all the other packs you are opening. And sometimes you get a free Superstar Series 2. But he is not in the card market, and he's not pullable from a pack. You have to complete a collection. So you go into My Collections, you go into Superstars Series 2. Then you look for him, and you'll see him. Now, when you click on them, you're going to see 5 cards come up, 5 Ruby cards. You need to collect all 5 Ruby cards. If you get all 5 Ruby cards, you will get the collection set reward, Amethyst LA Knight Superstar Series 2. Now, these superstars, you can pull them from packs when you open packs, but it's highly unlikely. So you will have to go into the card market if you are missing all of them or some of them. It's a price you're going to have to pay. That's up to you if you feel like this SlimJim Macho Man is worth even going for. So in the card market, we'll look at the prices. I have some of the cards, but for instance, the cards I don't have, which is Ruby Carmella and Ruby Shinsuke Nakamura, they're going for 75,000 Myfaction points, which you could grind for. If you spend money, which is BC, real life money, they will run you almost 55,000 a piece. So if you're missing 5 of them, they will cost you 55,000 each. You have to get all 5 cards to get Amethyst Collection Set Reward, LA Knight. So for this challenge, it is called SlimJim Stomp Out. So it's ironic because Macho Man used to be the spokesman for SlimJim, and now LA Knight is. So you have to stomp out your opponent with WWE Megastar LA Knight. Yeah. It's going to be a one-on-one match against AJ Styles. There are no rule changes, so press triangle. There's no time limit. There's no stipulations. There's no modifiers. So this should be an easy challenge to win, but it is difficult to get this LA Knight, Amethyst LA Knight, because you have to complete a collection, which if you have not been opening packs or playing Myfaction, could be very expensive and difficult to complete. But it's definitely going to be expensive. So that's a choice you have to make if you want to go for this Macho Man. If you need 5 cards and you buy in VC, which is 55,000 a piece, you figure you're going to be spending almost 300K. You're looking at 75 to about 80 bucks. And if you grind the game, 375,000 Myfaction points. So 375,000 Myfaction points if you're grinding the game. And if you're purchasing this game, or you're purchasing the cards necessary to complete the collection for LA Knight, it's going to run you about close to like $80. So that's a decision that you're going to have to make. Taking a look at the Macho Man Randy Savage, he is a Persona card, so you could take him to any game mode in the game, universe mode, regular play mode. He will have an alternate attire, the SlimJim attire. Here you can pause his attributes if you want. His badge is going to be as follows: Swiftness, Vaporizer level 2, Quick Winner, Born to Fly, Slippery on level 3. At level 4, he has Stand Like a Bee, Dive Bomb. At level 4, Stand Like a Bee is a very good badge to have. Stuns your opponents really quickly. I wouldn't recommend using him for rank play, but any other game mode, even in Myfaction, he'll be definitely a fun card to play with. And he has resiliency as his payback. Next, we have Diamond Eddie Guerrero, 97. So anytime you see a year attached to Superstar's name on the card, it's pretty much going to have an alternate attire. Now, this is not a Persona card yet. Sometimes they make them Persona cards later on. Sometimes they don't. But if he has an alternate attire, he is locked in Myfaction for the time being until he gets that Persona card emblem. And to compete in this challenge, to qualify for this match, you will need Heat 2 Amethyst Shawn Michaels. So how do you get Amethyst Shawn Michaels? You could pull him from packs. You will have to purchase certain packs from a certain promo, which is this one, Heat 2. Here you can just check the prices. And here's a pullable card. The odds are very low of getting him. He has really good badges. So he has a Web Blanket, Stay Like a Bee on level 3. All the answers level 2, Lionheart on level 4. The resiliency is a really good Shawn Michaels card. But the odds to get an Amethyst is 3% in the basic pack, 6% in the deluxe pack. So I'm just checking. I'll make sure. Yeah, so it's going to be 3% for basic, 6% for deluxe. Very low odds. So he is purchasable in the card market at this time. I believe they raised the price on this card. I believe he was 100K Myfaction points at 90, like this Roxanne Perez was in the same promo as him. I could be wrong. But now he is going for 130,000 Myfaction points or 117,000 virtual currency. So it is a pricey card. You're looking at 40 bucks if you're paying money, and you're looking at using the grind methods, you're looking at least about 9 to 10 hours of grinding the game. So is it worth it? Not only that, let's take a look at the challenge. So taking a look at the match, it says you're not next. You're not next. Shawn Michaels is the head of NXT, and he's challenging Punk to a fight. This is a one-on-one backstage brawl. There are rule changes, 2 custom rule changes, 2 superstar modifiers, and 3 match stipulations. Press triangle, see them. So there is no time limit on this match. So for match stipulations, all in the reflexes. Reversal button prompts do not appear. Death from above. Dive attacks damage is doubled. Out of the loop, the HUD is not visible. So you won't be able to see your health, your signature, or your finisher bar. For modifiers, you have no modifiers, but CM Punk, who you will be facing, has opening overture. Starts with a signature. So CM Punk will start the match with a signature. And start at the finish, CM Punk is going to start with 3 finishes. So he's going to start with a full signature bar and 3 finishers. This is going to be a difficult match. So looking at Diamond Eddie Guerrero, let's take a look at his attributes, his badges. Attributes, you can pause them. His badges. Okay, he has a huge package of badges. So, but most of them are on lower levels, except for Stand Like a Bee. So on level 2, the blue, he has Slippery Weapon Master, Pain Train, Swiftness, Born to Fly. Level 1, he has Always See It Coming, which is good. When you do reversals, you gain some of your signature, but it's only on level 1. He has all the answers, Sting Like a Bee, and Dive Bomb on level 4, the highest level, with Resiliency as a payback. This is a good Eddie Guerrero card. Even last year, the year before, and this year, Eddie Guerrero rarely gets Sting Like a Bee. Here, he has it on the highest level. Not only that, he has an alternate attire, him being Eddie Guerrero, 1997. His payback's going to be Resiliency. Warning. If you decide to go for this Amethyst Shawn Michaels, just because you get the card does not mean you will win the live event and win Diamond Eddie Guerrero. This is a very difficult match to win because you are required to get 105 Myfaction points. You get Myfaction points by doing certain objectives in the match. 105 is the first time we have to ever get 105 Myfaction points in a match in WWE 2K24. Usually the requirement highest is 90, which means you can always leave one objective undone. In this match, you will have to complete every single objective. With all the custom rule changes, modifiers, and stipulations, this match is extremely difficult. If you're not a seasoned player in this game, you will have issues. You're going to have to search different videos through the YouTube platform on tutorials and people that actually beat this challenge, so you could probably get tips to help you win this challenge. But this is not going to be an easy fight. I'm warning you. So if you decide to grind the game and get this card, or spend money and get this card, it will be a difficult challenge to defeat. Just warning you guys. But if you're a seasoned vet and you know how to play this game, you know what time it is. Now, for the upcoming live events. So these live events have not gone live yet, but they are telling you when they are going live. At the recording of this video, the time of the recording of this video, the next Superstar of the Month live event featuring Liv Morgan is going to come out in 5 days and 13 hours. So once this live event goes live, there will be another timer that comes up, and it will have a certain amount of days that you can get this challenge done. The previous ones we just reviewed, they were giving us 29 to 30 days total. Hopefully we get that much time with these live events as well, but there's no guaranteed. I've seen live events that only lasted 2 days when they were released, and I've seen live events that lasted 29 days. So hopefully it's the latter, and we get them for 29 days. So for this event, this upcoming live event, you will need Amethyst Superstar Series 2 Collection Set Reward, Liv Morgan. So how do you get this Liv Morgan? She cannot be purchased in the store because she is a collection set reward. So she will not be in the card market. If you go to my collection, same as we did with LA Knight, go to Superstar Series 2, here you see she is. So you will have to get these 5 cards. Once you collect all these 5 cards, you will be rewarded a collection set reward of this Amethyst Superstar Series 2 Liv Morgan. Same thing here. These cards were listed at 100k Myfaction points, 90k virtual currency. Don't know if any of these prices went up. If someone knows in the comments, can let me know. But as far as I know, I had 4 cards and I was missing AJ Styles. I had a little over 100 Myfaction points, and I said, you know what? Let me get him because I wanted this Liv Morgan because I really like the way this card badges looks. So I'm not too concerned about attributes. Yes, they matter, but what really matters is badges. So she has Still I Could Be a Merciless Opportunist on level 3. And she has all the answers on level 2 with a Lionheart. Pain Train level 1. She has Resiliency as a payback. This is a good, fun to play with Liv Morgan card. Because of the Merciless Opportunist, it's the game changer. When you stun your opponent using the stun like a bee on level 3, you will increase the damage and take a lot of health off of your opponent. So you can win the matches much quicker. Because in order to win matches, you got to get your opponent's health all the way down to 0. Unless you're playing people on rank play that don't know what they're doing. But if you're playing the computer, the CPU, pretty much for you to win a match, you have to have the health as completely empty, the health bar. I have a lot of fun with this card. Not only that, she has great animations and she's beautiful. So I definitely wanted to get this card. I purchased this card before the live events went live and she became a qualification card. Now, if I didn't or you didn't, this could be very difficult. Similar to the LA Knight. LA Knight only needed 5 rubies. Here you need 5 amethysts, which are way more pricier, pretty much almost double the price when it comes to VC. Oh, 25k more than when it comes to my faction points. So you have to collect 5 of these cards. So if you're just coming into my faction, you're absolutely new, or you really haven't been playing the game and opening free packs, you might not have any of these. So at 100k a piece, you're talking about 500,000 my faction points. If you're looking at virtual currency, you're talking about 450,000 virtual currency in order to purchase this Liv Morgan if you have none of these cards. If you have 1, 2, or 3, you could do the math what you're missing. But if you don't have any, this card will run you over $100. This card right here, she is, at minimum, she is like $120 card. $120 card, cash, money, real money. If you don't have any of the cards necessary to complete her collection. And if you're grinding, God bless you. You'll be grinding your life away. But is it worth it? You guys have to make the decision what you want to go for. How far you are in my faction. So, in this match, it's going to be Liv and Lena. So, Zelina Vega is blocking Liv's Revenge Tour. Extreme Rules match. And there's 2 match stipulations. So when you look at the match stipulations, it's all in the reflexes. Reversal button prompts do not appear. Decisive blow, finisher damage is doubled. There's no modifiers. You win this match, you will be rewarded with Diamond Finn Balor. Pause his attributes. Take a look at his badges. Now, there's been another Diamond Finn Balor in the live events prior. This one does look good, but is it worth what you have to spend? Is it worth what you're going to have to grind? You have to look at your collection. You have to see how far you are. It's your choice. You love Finn Balor. He might be your favorite wrestler. I don't know. It's up to you. You have to make a decision. I'm just showing you what it is. So as far as his badges goes, he has a pretty good, decent badge package. Still, I could be on level 3. We'll definitely take it. Always see it coming, and the Merciless Opportunists are the game changers for the badges. The rest are all just icing on the cake as far as I'm concerned. He has resiliency as a payback. Is this a good card? Yes, it's a really good card. It's a great card. But is it worth it? Is it really worth it? See, now is where things change because it's not so simple to get these cards. See, in the beginning of the year, everybody had a card that qualified. Just go in there, play the live event. It was fun. Now it's costing you money, a lot of money, or time, a lot of time. But she hasn't released yet for the live event. There's Liv Morgan, and when it does release, I don't know if they're going to give us 29 days. Do you have enough time to grind the game? Do you want to spend your money? It's your choice. I'm just showing you what it is and what they're making it be. Don't get mad at me. It's not my fault. Moving on to the next one. Okay. This is probably the video that you guys tuned in for. And if a lot of my regular punishers and stuff like that, please forgive me. I know I'm walking you through this like you never played this game because I know a lot of people are going to come into this video that probably never played my faction or not really familiar with the way my faction works, and I'm just trying to explain to them what it really is. What it is my faction players, have to deal with. So I'm showing them so they understand. Because a lot of people talk about my faction because of the Persona cards, but they don't play my faction. They don't know what they're talking about. We know. We go through the struggle. We go through the suffering. Right? We suffer. Now they're going to realize what we have to go through. So if you guys tuned in and you're absolutely new, make sure you subscribe that button, hit that subscribe button so you can stay in the loop of what's going on with my faction. So here, for Diamond Persona Card, 1998, Scott Steiner, aka Big Poppa Pump. This is the card you guys want. This is the card that last year caused an uproar in the community because people could not understand why community creations, content creators could not create this Big Poppa Pump, and he was strictly locked in my faction. And last year he was locked in my faction because even if you got the card, you cannot take him out of my faction. This year, you could take him out of my faction. You could take him to different game modes because he's now a Persona card, right? This is the money grab. This is where they get you for your money. People that come in here, they don't know nothing about my faction. This is where they get you guys for your money. This is all about money, right? There's no sugarcoating anything about what I'm about to tell you. You're going to need this Amethyst Sami Zayn from Bash in Berlin promo packs. There's no other way to get the Sami. I do have him. He wouldn't appear in the card market, but nonetheless, he would not appear in the card market regardless. See, this is the problem with the card market. In NBA 2K, if they're following the same blueprint, when the packs drop, the cards go into the card market simultaneously with the pack drops. This is not the case in WWE. This is a problem because you have to wait sometimes a month, sometimes even longer for the card to appear in the card market for you to buy the card. Meanwhile, the live event is gone. By the time the card comes in the card market, the live event will be over. So you are left no choice but to do one thing: gamble. You have to open packs. This is the problem. They don't let you go and just buy the card. Hey, listen, the card is whatever, 50, 60 bucks cash, or you could grind the game for 20 hours. At least you have the option to do that. Here we don't have no option to do that. You have to open these packs. And with the percentages being so low, 8 in the deluxe, 8% to pull Amethyst in the deluxe, and 4% to pull Amethyst in the basic. And that does not guarantee an Amethyst Sami Zayn at all. It could be any Amethyst. You could pull a bunch of Amethysts and they'll all be duplicates and never get this Sami Zayn coming out of a pack. You could open one pack and get Sami Zayn. You could open 100 packs and get them or not get them. It's all gambling. It's gambling. This is why people hate my faction. It's gambling. And as more and more Persona cards are released, more and more gambling is going to be pushed. It's just what it is. And if they're following the same blueprint in NBA 2K, they're not even following it the same way. They are forcing you to gamble. So, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just telling you exactly what is going on. So you will have to gamble. You will have to go into this Bash in Berlin promo and you will have to purchase these packs. So if you get a 20 box, 352K, you're pretty much going to have to drop $100 here. Almost 400K my faction points here. You're going to pretty much be grinding 40, 50 hours of your life away, maybe even more. Okay? And that's saying you know what you're doing. Saying you know how to maximize grinding the game and earning the most my faction points per match. Right? And then you could try your luck with singles, 10 box basic, 10 box deluxe, 20 box deluxe is your choice. It's gambling. So after you gamble, if you hit the jackpot, you get Amethyst Sami Zayn. Now, Sami Zayn and Chain Mail. So boss battle Sami Zayn and Chain Mail. Relive Sami Zayn's win over Gunther to unlock Big Poppa Pump. It is an Extreme Rules match. There are no rule changes. There are no rule changes, no stipulations, no modifiers. So this should be a simple match to win. Should not be difficult because Sami Zayn is an amethyst. It's not like they're requiring you to use a lower tier card like a gold. And Sami Zayn does have a decent badge package. He has thing like a B on level 2. It's not the greatest, but it's better than not having anything at all. For amethyst, should have had better badges. Does not. But the only reason you want to pull this Sami Zayn is to qualify for the live event for Big Poppa Pump. Right? So, not sugarcoating it, gambling, guys. Gambling, 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 that's what it's going to be. You're going to learn two things through these experiences. That gambling is bad, and gambling is bad. So we take a look at this card. So Diamond, Scott Steiner, 1998, alternate attire, Persona card, Big Poppa Pump. Pause his attributes if you want. His badges do look decent. He has this thing like a B on level 3, Rabble Rouser on level 4, Rabble Rouser do one taunt. You get an instant finisher. Space Invader to increase the power of your submissions. He has a web blanket, only on level 1. He does have it, does activate to take away your opponent's special and finisher meters when they're completely filled up. He has other badges that just icing on the cake, and he has resiliency as a payback. This is a good Big Poppa Pump because of the wet blanket, even though it's level 1, is the game changer. He does not have a heavy handed, does not have a merciless opportunist. He does not have always see it coming to get reversals. He does not have like going in hot. So he is missing a lot of key badges to make this card really overpowered. So it's just basically a good card, not a great card. You can take this card to rank play because of the wet blanket, but without badges like heavy-handed or merciless opportunists. If your opponent has those, they're going to have the advantage. Good card, don't get it twisted. Big Poppa Pump, Persona card, taken to other game modes. And in those game modes, you'll see his full entrance. Hopefully he gets the right Titantron, the right music, things of that nature. So, yeah, this is the Big Poppa Pump we've been waiting for. We got him. Unfortunately, he's not a one and done when you pull him for a pack. You're going to have to pull a Sami Zayn, then complete a live event challenge, and then you will get him. So they're making it difficult because there's no way to outright purchase the Sami Zayn qualification to get this card. You have to gamble and pull the card from a pack. It might be very difficult. Some of you will never pull them. Some of you might pull them 10 times. This is why we need to implement trading, and we need to implement other ways to get the cards. Because to be honest with you, people that are going to spend money on this game, they're going to spend money on this game. And people that are not going to spend money on this game are not going to spend money on this game. Doing this is not going to force anybody to do nothing. It's just going to get people angry. Next card. So we have a pink diamond, Becky Lynch. So how do you get this pink diamond, Becky Lynch? You need an amethyst Liv Morgan from the token market. Token market. How do you get her? You go into where it says token market. And then you have to go to the amethyst and you have to purchase her with your tokens. Now, I did purchase her before the live events came out, and I didn't know she was going to be a qualification card. The only reason I purchased her because A, I had the tokens. B, I'm not using none of these cards in this game. None of these cards are really good enough for me to use. Their badges are not that great. So if I'm going to have to purchase cards, I just said, you know what? These are all just decorations. So I purchased Zelina Vega, Liv Morgan, was going to get Alexa Bliss next. You know, just the pretty girls, just to have decorations. That's It's literally the only thing, and to increase my collector level somewhat. So, that being said, if you do not play my faction, you kind of down here because the way to earn tokens is very minimal this year, and if you haven't been keeping up with the token market, getting a lot of the free tokens that were given in live events and challenges that were released throughout the year, you're going to be really, really backed up. So it will be literally impossible for you to reach this level. And a lot of people are not even in the amethyst token market yet, and we have not been getting tokens to keep up. So hopefully when this card does come out, we will have a large time frame, and there will be a large giveaway of tokens in free live events. I mean, we're gonna need like 100 tokens given to us in the live event, other challenges. But right now, all these challenges, I'm not seeing anything else given to us besides the card. We're not getting packs like we used to. We're not getting tokens the way we should or used to. Like, these are all one and dones. These are all one and dones. So that could be an issue as well if we're not getting tokens. So that card right there is going to be a very hard card for many to get. She's not a persona card, so you don't have to worry about it. I don't know if she has an alternate attire. The picture is like the player model they used last year, but it doesn't have a year next to her name, so I don't know if she's going to have an alternate attire. But all of Becky Lynch's alternate attires are pretty much already in the regular game mode, already released. But for my faction, she only has one player model this year, so we'll see if they give a different look like she had last year. So it says Liv and the Legend. So again, a superstar of the month, Liv Morgan. It says Liv and the Legend. So Liv's climb up the ladder required her to beat Becky Lynch. Extreme Rules match, one match stipulation. Armed and dangerous. Damage inflicted by weapons is double. There are no modifiers. So this should not be a difficult match to win. There's no time limit, so that's a good sign. So you guys could pretty much do this if you have the tokens necessary to purchase her. So unfortunately, people were buying cards from the token market, not knowing this live event was going on. A lot of people bought a different amethyst, and if they were like, well, if we would have known, we would have waited, and we just bought her, but nobody knew. So hopefully we get a lot of token rewards coming, because daily challenge for token rewards is only 3 per day, and that is nearly not enough for a card that's going to cost you 120 tokens. So taking a look at Pink Diamond Becky Lynch, she is a 95 overall. Her package of badges does look really, really decent, really good package of badges. Still like a B, always see it coming on the highest level, going in hot on the highest level. She has the Still Like a B on level 3, going with a heavy handed on level 1. She has an endurance on the highest level, slippery on level 2, Space Invader on level 3. This is looking like probably the best Becky Lynch in the game. Resiliency as a payback. So again, this one you cannot buy, you cannot spend money, you cannot grind. You're gonna have to just have your tokens that you got from the past. If you missed out, you're pretty much gonna miss out on this live event. Just being real with you. Unless they do something crazy and give us a ridiculous amount of token rewards, which I think they should. If you're going to give this event comes out in almost 2 weeks, and then you give us another 30 days on top of it once it releases, you should be giving us a lot of live events and a lot of token rewards. We need at least 100 per reward, not 50, not 25, not 10, not 15. We need at least 100 so people could catch up. So last but not least, again, superstar of the month, Liv Morgan. This one is Liv and Mommy. Liv and Mommy. In her toughest challenge, Guy Liv past an angry Rhea Ripley. This is a Hell in a Cell match. There are 2 custom rules, 4 superstar modifiers, and 1 match stipulation. So in this one, you would need Bash in Berlin, Diamond, Liv Morgan. How do you get this Diamond Liv Morgan? You go to the casino, gambling, right? You got to open these packs. She is not in the card market. You open these packs and you have to pull. Diamonds are very hard and rare to pull. There's 4 of them. Even if you pull a couple, you could be pulling duplicates and never even get her. You might get her in 1 pack. It's all gambling. Gambling, gambling, gambling. So if you gamble and hit the jackpot and get her, we'll take a look. She gets Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Dirty Dum Dum. But let's take a look at the rule changes and stipulations and modifiers. So this one for match stipulation is armed and dangerous. So damage inflicted by a weapon is doubled. For modifiers, yeah, Rhea Ripley is not only angry, she's very angry. So she has opening overture, starts with a signature, start at the finish, starts with 3 finishers, high octane, consumes half the stamina, and at arm's length, arms take 25% damage. This is going to be a time-limited match, so you have to win this match within 5 minutes. If no one wins, it's a draw. And you have to complete all your Myfaction points objectives within those 5 minutes and then beat her. This might be a difficult match. I don't know. I don't have her. Once I do get her, I will do a gameplay tutorial on how to win the match. This is coming out in 19 days. And then once it's released, we'll see. Hopefully we get another 29 days. So we do have time to try to acquire this card. So what I would do, if you're new and you're just popping in, there's one way to get packs. The other way, if you haven't been keeping up with Myfaction, you're going to be pretty much down in the dumps. And you're going to have to grind a lot just to get to a certain point, which is there's a live event containing a Bash in Berlin pack, which you can pull Liv or Sammy. And that's this one right here. So this one right here is called September Smash and Stash. Duke it out with Nick Nosedive for rewards. So you have to fight a jobber named Nick Nosedive. It's a 1-on-1 match. There's no rule changes. Pretty simple match. I played it. You need 60 Myfaction points, and you can use any card in your collection. So get your best male superstar card, put in the work. So this is a very easy match, but you get a lot of rewards. And one of the rewards, the Apex tier reward, meaning the grand prize, will be a Bash in Berlin pack. Now, you have to win. You could win 1 time and get this pack the first time, or you might have to win 10 times. So there's 10 rewards for 10 wins. You play the same match 10 times. Each time you win the match, you will get one of these rewards. It could be tokens, it could be Myfaction points, it could be a cosmetic pack, it could be a side play pack, it could be a Manager McFoley, or you get a deluxe Bash in Berlin pack for free, just for grinding this challenge. So if you're new, grind this challenge, get this pack. Hopefully you can pull Sami Zayn or Liv Morgan and compete for one of these challenge events, but you're pretty much going to want to probably get Sammy because you're here for Big Papa Pump, because he is a Persona card that you can take out of Myfaction. So is it worth it? The direction that they're going, listen, we all know what it is. Those of us that play Myfaction on the regular, we know what time it is, we know what we're looking at. A lot of you guys are new. If you're not like brand new, you're definitely new still. This is only going to probably get worse. This is only going to probably get worse and more expensive as they continue to release these live events. So you really have to pick your poison and say, hey, listen, this is the card I really, really, really want. I don't really care about these other cards. It's whatever. You know, I really want Macho Man. I don't care about Macho Man. You know, because he's a Persona card. I only care about the Persona cards. Then you go for what you want. If you are a completionist and you get FOMO and fear of missing out and you want to collect everything, you're going to be stressed out. You're going to be stressed out and you're going to be grinding this game a lot. Or if you're that type, you're going to be spending a lot of money. And it's not going to end because after this batch of new live event cards that just released are out, there will be another batch of live event cards released that come out. And we'll have new Persona cards and better versions of superstars and higher tier badges. And you understand what I'm saying? So it's just going to get better in the sense that your rewards are getting better, but it's going to get worse in the sense of what you're going to have to spend or grind. So the choice is yours. I'm just showing you what it is. Do I agree or disagree with it? That's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to show you. There's certain things I might agree with. There's a lot of things I don't agree with. So this Lula Tandy is very, very cheap to qualify for. If you don't have this silver, Liv Morgan, you could grind the game and earn her easily. And this Doink the Clown, it's a small grind. It's all about depending on, as well as his faction popping up and you needing to fight that faction. Once you get that faction to pop up and you beat them, you just have to grind the 8,000 Faction Wars credits purchase. But other than that, this is all money. Money, 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 money. Except for this one. This one you just had to be. They're rewarding you for being here from the beginning. If you're just popping in, you're not getting this. She's not a Persona card at this moment. But like I said, that could change. Sometimes they add an emblem on a card and say it's a Persona card and even give it an alternate attire. So that's what this is all looking like. Okay, guys? So to get the other free Bash in Berlin pack, you will have to go to where it says play. Go into weekly towers. So week 30, the last week that was released this past Monday, every Monday a new weekly tower is released. There are 5 matches. You have to win all 5 matches. If you do, your reward will be a Bash in Berlin basic pack. If you're new to my faction, or you have not been keeping up with weekly towers, you will have to do each week before you get to the next one. So you have to complete all these weeks, and then you get to week 30, and when you complete week 30 and win these 5 matches, you will be rewarded a basic, which the odds are lower, but you still could pull a card that you want, Bash in Berlin pack. Now, if you've been keeping up, you already know, probably already did this. I hope you got the card you wanted the most. Be a big W, especially from a basic pack. So I've been hearing good things. People have been pulling good cards, Sammy and Liv Morgan from the basic and the deluxe pack that are given away free by grinding the game. So that is the other pack that you can get, and you have to go to week 30, complete all the weekly towers prior, and complete week 30, 5-match objective, and you will be rewarded a free basic Bash in Berlin pack. Now, there's one other thing you can do. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you're not already. But if you're new here, on this channel, I do giveaways. I have given away over 1.3 million VC so far. We're reaching 1.5 million, and eventually we're going to hit 2 million VC being given away on this channel. So I am doing a giveaway. It's a 100K VC giveaway. This will help you get maybe one of these cards you want, or maybe if you want and you don't really play my faction, you'll have 100K to open a couple of packs, and maybe you could pull Amethyst Sami Zayn for this Diamond Big Poppa Pump. So how do you enter the giveaway? Very simple. In the description, I'm going to leave a link. The link is to one of my subscribers. His name is Romeo Cruz MMA. Romeo Cruz MMA. I want to show him support. I want to help him on his journey, following his dream of becoming a professional UFC fighter. So in the description is a link to only one of his YouTube shorts. He has a very small channel. He just started. He reached out. He let me know. Just told me he doesn't know I'm doing this for him, but he did something nice for me and I want to pay it back. So not only pay him back, but also pay you guys back by doing a giveaway. So 100K VC giveaway. How do you enter? Go in the description. Go in the link to his YouTube short. You're going to like his YouTube short and you're going to subscribe to his channel. That's it. And you'll be entered absolutely free to win 100K VC. And in my future videos, if I pull a good card from a pack, I will double the giveaway. So it will be 2 winners of 100K VC. So that being said, don't ever forget that Jesus always loves you. God bless. Diamond, Big Poppa Pump. And I'm known as the People's Pack Champion. Champion of the people. 2K Pump. We out.